Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Piggyskin Picks, where I pick the winners and losers of the upcoming NFL week. And certainly I am a loser in week number 7 for going 7 out of 14 in the pick'ems. Yeah, 50%. I'm better than 42 point whatever fucking percent we had at week 6, but we got to do better in week 8. And certainly that's going to happen with Thursday Night Football, where the Atlanta Falcons will be taking on the Carolina Panthers. And I like the Panthers at -1. I also like the over at 52. And the Panthers grabbing a win seems reasonable and logical. Because on one hand, you have the Panthers, competent, on the right trajectory, decent head coaching, and young pieces that are eventually going to get better. The complete opposite has to be said about the Atlanta Falcons. Completely shit for brains. I mean, you are on the worst trajectory possible in terms of draft pick, in terms of, identifying and being self-aware of all the fucking problems in the organization. No real head coaching, and a lot of your talent, let's be fair, kind of from that same 28-3 core. And that shit doesn't shake out of your head. Free Julio, please. Send Julio to a real fucking team. Because this ain't it, Chief. The Falcons? Control, alt, delete your fucking franchise right now. Right now. It'll save you the embarrassment. I mean, what else is there to say about this fucking team in the Falcons? You choke every step of the way. Your goddamn team is an embarrassment altogether. And holy hell. You don't know when to score a touchdown, do you? Todd fucking Gurley. What happened to you, man? You dropped so hard, it's crazy. That, as a Seahawks fan, I used to find you as a fucking threat in the Rams. Curious. And you're going to have Rams fans. My heel was great. Past the past, sweetheart. The present. Gurley is dog shit. The Falcons are terrible. And Julio should be freed. So I'm taking the Panthers to win that game. And let's move on into a pretty damn good matchup we have on Football Sunday. The Pittsburgh Steelers will be taking on the Baltimore Ravens. You know what? I like the Baltimore Ravens at -4. Under 46.5 seems pretty reasonable with both defenses. And the reason why I think Baltimore will win this game is, man, Pittsburgh has been really lucky with these wins in the last, 6 games they've had. And I gotta be honest, man. I don't think that offense is all that great. Claypool might be good. Smith-Schuster, of course. I mean, you got Washington, a couple of those guys there, but I don't know. I feel like Big Ben has a ticking time clock to get to regression, just kind of his old mediocre state. That's what he's been doing before the injury, and we're just going to fucking pretend that this team is somehow going to be amazing and get to the Super Bowl. Are you fucking kidding me? Have we not been watching 6 weeks of Steelers football at all? No? Okay. All right. As for the Ravens, yeah, you've been slumping too, especially on Lamar Jackson's side, but defense has been getting pretty spectacular. And Dez Bryant being added to this squad should be a very interesting little get. And we'll definitely see how Dez is playing football now that he's been out of the league for 2-3 years. So curious to see this matchup, but I think the Baltimore Ravens will go ahead and win that game. Now, moving on into the next game between the Indianapolis Colts and the Detroit Lions, I'm going with the Colts. I like the -3 for the Colts, but I also like the under at 50. Defense for the Colts, pretty decent enough, whereas the Lions, okay, all right, sure. But man, you know why I have no faith in the Lions? It's because you will choke no matter what. I mean, you'll have some sort of substantial lead and then just blow it for whatever reason. But In my mind, it's neither the Lions personnel that's going to make the difference. It's not the fucking defense for the Colts that's going to make a difference. It really comes down to how Phil into Rivers wants to play on the day. Does he want to play like Phil into Rivers? You know, throwing all sorts of goddamn interceptions and turnovers and just weak-ass fucking passes that just fart out after 10 yards. Or do you want to play like the Philip Rivers of old? If it's the latter, I definitely think the Colts will have a good chance to win this game. If it's the former, probably an uglier game with the Lions covering the spread. But I like the Colts' chances to win this game and cover the spread. Now, moving on to the next game, we have the Green Bay Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And, man, I like Green Bay at -7. I also like this total to be over 51. Because, first of all, Minnesota's defense, what do you want me to say about it? That's bad. It's not just bad. It's fucking trash. It's goddamn dumpster juice, jizz stain, whatever nasty smelling shit you can fucking find. Just put it all in a fucking batch. That's the Minnesota Vikings defense. God damn. And on the other side, Dalvin Cook is a beautiful fucking running back. I mean, good God, man. It's a good thing the fucking Vikings paid him, but why the hell did you extend Kirk Cousins? This Dirk Cousins motherfucker is not worth a single fucking dollar you're paying him right now. But he's going to be trotted out on the field against this really mediocre Packers defense and just shit the bed harder than a fucking toddler after way too much food, because that's just being an incompetent parent. But Daddy's probably going to show up in the form of Aaron Rodgers in front of the Vikings, because of course he does. Of course he does, right? It's going to be a stat pad game. Man has, 3-4 touchdowns. Oh my God, it's the greatest fucking thing ever since sliced bread. Aaron Rodgers is the only fucking man in the world. Like, shut up. If you win this game, Green Bay Packers, whoop-de-fucking-do. And if you lose, holy hell, how do you lose to this team? So I see the Packers winning this game. If they don't, if they don't cover the spread, even worse. So be on the lookout for that, kids, because yeah, I'm not giving the fucking Packers any leeway, especially with the fan arrogance that's been coming out the last few weeks. So holding you to a very high standard now, motherfuckers. Now, moving on into the New England Patriots taking on the Buffalo Bills. I like the Bills at -4. I like them to win this game, and I like the over at 41. Listen, Bills, this is your time. There is no other fucking time than to strike right now to the goddamn Patriots. They have owned your soul for I don't know how many years, and now you have finally a chance to slay the dragon. Finally. And you know what, Bills? If you lose this game, I'm just going to call you the Buffalo Sabres. That's what I'm going to do. Because we know what the Sabres do. First quarter of the season, it's the most beautiful thing ever in hockey. It's like, oh my God! New York is finally going to see the rise of the Sabres. Wow! Playoff history. Nope. By the time December rolls around, just everything just fucking farts itself out. And so right as we're reaching the halfway point, you're wondering with this Bills team, are you legitimate? Are you real? Are you actually going to show out and perform? Because if you don't win this game, man, oh man, I feel the inevitable drop will happen. And don't be surprised if Miami just sneaks in there willy-nilly, with the power of Fitz magic and the young Tua Tagovailoa. Be on the lookout for that game too, kids. Now, the Tennessee Titans will be taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And the Titans at -5.5 seems really, really low. And I like this game to go under at 53.5. Why? As good as Joe Burrow is, there's no weapons around him. And God, you just sent fucking Carlos Dunlap away. And he's not been the greatest player, I suppose. But what do you have on this team? What do you have on this team, Bengals? A Joe Mixon and a Joe Burrow that might just score you, 7-10 points? Relative to all the shit that you got going on? Yikes. Titans. You looked real good in your loss last week. Not going to lie about that. That first half, though, pretty abysmal. But I like what I saw from that second half in the Titans. And you know what? This Titans team looks pretty fucking set to come back to an AFC Championship game. I've been saying this for about a good week or so now, and I've been saying the Titans will win the AFC South. And man, I think they're going to come into Cincinnati, and that defense is going to give Burrow the fits. I mean, man, it's a pretty fucking loaded squad. And I can only imagine Derrick Henry running for over 160 yards for fun, because that's what King Henry does. He just plops on the crown, runs all over. That's just what he does. He slays bitches and gains yards. He's all out of bitches. Now, the Las Vegas Raiders will also be headed into Ohio to take on the Cleveland Browns. And you know what? I like the Cleveland Browns to win this game. Now, the -2.5, a little bit close. But the over at 51 seems reasonable. Now, both defenses haven't been world-breaking. I'm more disappointed in the Cleveland defense, to be honest, with all the talent and all the real promise that they showed in the first week or two. But it's really going to be left up to the quarterbacks, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, of course, weapon to weapon, it's marginal gains, marginal edges for each and every position, in my opinion. But it really is going to come down to Derek Carr versus Baker Mayfield. And we recall a year or two ago, I believe it might have been Baker's first year in the league, where he took on the Oakland Raiders in the Oakland A's baseball park, and that shit went into overtime. And it just ended in the most heartbreaking, Brown meme fashion possible, but I got a different feeling about this one. You're going to have people loaded up in the dog pound, and man, if Baker could find that same swag he did in the second half against the Cincinnati Bengals in Week 7, it's going to be fun to watch. And shout out to Kevin Stefanski. He's actually doing pretty fucking well over there in the Cleveland Browns. So hopefully the Browns can keep up. And hey, if Pittsburgh or Baltimore loses, I mean, you're only motivated to win and gain a step in that division. Hopefully get to the fucking playoffs. That would be some shit, right? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. Now, the New York... All right, the Jets are going to face the fucking Chiefs. Who gives a shit? All right, because when you have the goddamn spread at -19.5, oh my God. I like the under at 49 here, because can you only imagine if the Jets actually scored something, how fucking ecstatic their fan base would be? But this game, why do you even call this a game? Why do you even fucking trot out these fucking players for the Jets if you're the Jets? Like, you're a joke. You're a goddamn joke. Just sell your players. Bring all the fucking college kids. Just fuck your team. Fuck your team. Seriously, your team is a goddamn joke. Just bring all the practice squad guys. I mean, you're still going to keep out Adam Gase? You're still going to pretend Sam Darnold's your quarterback? Yeah. Keep going with this fucking clown brigade, man. Chiefs, please destroy this team 70-0. Like, 70-0 if you can. I'm not hating on the Jets fans, man. I'm hating on this fucking team. I'm hating on this organization. The most incompetently run fucking team right now. Probably right next to the fucking Falcons, but wow, Jets. You make me sick. You make me absolutely sick. And I hope you fucking lose. Now, another AFC East team will be taking center stage against a West Coast team, but in a different conference. I guess that shit didn't work. But hey, the LA Rams will be facing the Miami Dolphins. And, I think the Rams do cover the -3, and this total goes over 46, and Rams will eventually win. But it's the debut of Tua Tagovailoa. Yeah, kind of fucked up that name there, but hey, I won't be the only one fucking up that name during that broadcast. Some of those fucking commentators, some of those fucking sideline reporters are going to get that shit wrong. But what I feel like won't get wrong with this pick is, as good as I think the Dolphins can play in this game, I think with this kind of resurgence with this Rams defense, it might be a little too much for Tua. And God, dude, you got to deal with Aaron Donald. Oh man, good luck. Good luck. I've seen how Russell deals with that shit. Not fun. But we move on into the next game where another LA team will be on the road, but they will be facing their division rivals in the Denver Broncos. Yes, the Chargers taking on the Broncos. I like the Broncos at +3. I like this game to also go under 44.5. But the Chargers seem like the pretty decent favorites to win this game here, mainly because of Justin Herbert. This kid's been pretty solid, and you know what? Up to this point, I've been wrong about his assessment. Initially, when he was drafted, and all throughout when I was assessing the Chargers, I thought he was going to be one of the worst quarterbacks that was drafted in this rookie season. But lo and behold, he's one of the better quarterbacks in his rookie year right now. I mean, straight up right now. I mean, compared to him, what, Joe Burrow? And is there any other rookie quarterback that we need to talk about? Maybe. No. And Drew Lock isn't technically a rookie quarterback. But regardless, I mean, between Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, I mean, fucking Herbert takes the cake right now. And so I'm totally wrong on that shit. Was totally wrong on that shit. And maybe, I'll continue to be wrong about that shit. And if I am, well, I'll eat my words. I am eating my words. And because of that, I think the Chargers will grab a win here. Pretty confident about saying that. But it is the Chargers. It is the Chargers. You know how their fucking luck goes. I mean, just watch. It's going to be like 21-20. Right? It's going to be 21-20 in the favor of the Denver Broncos, and then like 40-yard fucking field goal attempt. Chargers fucking kicker walks up, shanks it just wide to the left. If that shit happens, just come back to this page. Call me Nostradamus. It's not Big Papi. It's not the motherfucker in Dave Chappelle show. It's me, motherfucker. It's me. Just come back here and I'll tell you what to name your kid. All right? So let's move on to the next game. The New Orleans Saints taking on the Chicago Bears. Oh boy. Team of two fakers. I can't emphasize that enough. The Saints and the Bears are the two biggest fucking phony winning teams right now in the NFL. And out of these two fucking phonies, I'm taking the Saints. But I'm going to throw this caveat too. I think the Bears will cover at +4.5 because the defense is going to do everything it can in its power to keep this game close. Yet Matt Nagy and that inept offense will just shit the bed. And so under 43.5 seems reasonable because along with that, you have the arrogant fucking brigade of the New Orleans Saints and Sean Payton. And I don't want to hear it. I don't want to fucking hear anything shit about this. Oh, Sean Payton's a great head coach. How dare you fucking get on his ass because he got COVID? Shut the fuck up. If you're an arrogant prick and you are blatantly showing to everybody in the United States, when all this shit is fucking broadcasted, that you are an arrogant prick and you just want it your way or the highway, and you're not even aware of how bad your team is, bro. Fuck you. I'm calling that shit out right now. Sean Payton, you gotta go eventually. You know you do. Every fucking time your ego starts itching at you, you gotta fucking throw out Taysom Hill. Now, granted, I'm not shitting on Taysom Hill. Batman is immaculate. But pick your fucking battle, Sean Payton. Don't be a fucking retard. Okay? All right. Now, speaking of retards, your boy, of course, follows the Seattle Seahawks, and he is going to be seeing Seattle Seahawks taking on San Francisco 49ers. And man, that game is going to be interesting. And I'll say this. This game is definitely going on the over. Okay. Over 54? Dude, forget about it. It's going way over. All right. If the Seattle Seahawks report comes out on Friday with the injury lists and it tells you that Jamal Adams isn't playing again, they are going to fucking concede so many goddamn points. And you know what? I'll say this. If you can't start Carlos Dunlap, if you don't start Damon Snacks Harrison, if you don't fucking have Jamal Adams, this is going to be like a 30-35 game. And even if the Seahawks cover the spread, none of the fucking stresses of last week will be alleviated. None of the fucking stresses of the defensive woes all throughout the season and a good chunk of last season will not go away. Ken Norton Jr. needs to be fired right now. And you know what? I'll be honest, man. If the Seahawks lose because of their fucking defense and Ken Norton gets exposed, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. If it means Ken Norton being fired, I will fucking take it. You shouldn't want another man fired. All right. I get it. It sucks to fucking root for someone getting fired, but the reality of what the NFL is, as a business, kids, as a business, individual teams, as a business, you have to win. And if you have a piece or a link in your system, in your fucking engine, that is hampering you from doing your fucking job of winning, what do? Get rid of that fucking piece. Ken Norton Jr., you are the weakest link, motherfucker, and not that Jane Lynch garbage. Talking about actual fucking engines and shit. Strings and pistons and gears and shit. I don't know cars. I don't know mechanics. But goddamn it, you are a weak link right now, Ken Norton Jr. And I hope this motherfucking team shows up on Sunday. Because the 49ers are dead. They are dead. They are the walking dead. If you lose to this team, if you lose to the 49ers, I don't really know what to say to you. It'll be like that time when you lost to Nick fucking Mullins. Remember that shit? Yeah, I do. God damn it, Seahawks. Why the fuck do you make every goddamn game way too interesting? Why? Oh, I know why. Between Pete Carroll's ridiculous fucking Hollywood style of doing things and Ken Norton Jr.'s just bombastic fucking dumbass risky defense, you wonder why more Seahawks fans haven't died yet from heart attacks. Holy fuck. But yeah, I think Seahawks grab a win. And yeah, man, this is definitely going on the over at 54. Like, don't even fucking kid yourself if you're thinking, oh, we're going to hit the under. Shut up. The Seahawks have not hit the under all season long. Check that shit. Run it back. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I could be wrong, though, but do double check. But I'm pretty fucking sure each and every goddamn week they've been off. Always on the over. Always on the over. But let's move on into Sunday Night Football, boys and girls, where we're going to have a true clash of the division where I can't even say that shit with a straight face. The Dallas Cowboys will be taking on the Philadelphia Eagles for the NFC East. This fucking joke of a division is really about to fucking host a goddamn playoff game with 6 or 7 wins. Hell, it could be 5 wins for all I know. Oh my God. But you know what? Dallas at plus 8.5, under at 43, but Philly Eagles with that win. Because it's just that kind of fucking game. Don't be surprised if you get a 14 to I can only imagine like a 14-9 game in the favor of the Eagles. I gotta get a little throwback to the 1960s, low scoring games. Pure defense, but this won't be pure defense. Those will be just trash on all sides. Turnovers, incompletions, missed field goals. Ugh. This is what happens when you have a trash division. But, yeah, I mean, as a Seahawks fan, historically, we've seen that with the NFC West. You can't really say that with the AFC West when the Seahawks were there because the Raiders were fantastic during the 80s, but Philly, you have no excuse. This is your division to win at this point. And Dallas, you fucked up with Dak. You know that, right? Dak isn't going to stay with you. And Jerry, you understand that your ego is killing this team, right? You understand, Jerry Jones? The one man responsible for this team being a fucking tire fire for, I don't know, damn near 2 decades or more? It's you! It's you! Hire some competent people. Get your fucking hands off the operation. Then shit actually gets better. But you're an old egomaniacal prick. So none of that shit's gonna happen. So good luck, Cowboys. Good luck with that shit. Now, finally, we got Monday Night Football. The Tampa Bay Oh my god. Why does this game matter? Yeah, no disrespect to you Giants fans, but like, why does this game matter? Because the Giants are gonna get fucking ass rammed on Monday Night Football, and every goddamn retarded analyst is gonna say, "This is why Tom Brady's the best. This is why the Buccaneers are gonna win the Super Bowl." You gathered the 2017 Pro Bowl. You've been beating up on relatively mediocre teams, and yet you're fooling yourselves into thinking you're going to win a Super Bowl? Okay. All right. That's fine, but sure. You can have this regular season win when you're probably going to cover the -12 and go over on the 45, but really? That much confidence right now, huh? Okay. All right. We'll see where all that fucking bravado goes around December when you're 9-7. But we also do have bye weeks, boys and girls. We also do have bye weeks. The Arizona Cardinals, the Houston Texans, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and the Washington Redskins football team, DC asshole, whatever, fuck you, brigade. So, boys and girls, that's all the picks that we got. So let's start from the top again. The Carolina Panthers, the Baltimore Ravens, the Indianapolis Colts, the Green Bay Packers, the Buffalo Bills, the Tennessee Titans, the Cleveland Browns, the Kansas City Chiefs, the LA Rams, the LA Chargers, New Orleans Saints, Seattle Seahawks, Philadelphia Eagles, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll do it for me, kids. All right. Kids, go ahead and follow me on the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Until next time.